Yo, I just paid $250,000 for this house. What we about to do is about to break down this deal. We about to see if this joint was worth it, did I overpay, or whatever the situation is. Come on, let's do it. All right, so what we have here is a deal I literally just closed on, my latest deal that I'm working on, right? And I paid about $250,000, right? And what I want to do, I want to explain to you guys how I made that decision, how I came across that. We're going to break all that down in the video, so make sure you stay to the ending of the video so you can capture all this free game I'm going to give out. Okay, now while I have you here, guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of this video. You know, I'm Nasser, aka the real estate guru. I'm not a guru, I'm a guru because I actually do this business. I got this deal via text message, where I teach my students using the same exact scripts that I teach my students to send to homeowners, etc., on the same platform as well. I got somebody that said, hey, I've been called multiple times about selling the house, but I think I'm finally ready to sell the house. I inherited the property and I just want to make a move and do something with the house. So we set up an appointment. We asked them via over the phone, how much you want? I don't know, just come look at it and make an offer. Just come look at it and make an offer. So what I did was I had set up an appointment. I did a walkthrough. Very nice couple. Of course, what you want to do is when you're looking at houses, you want to be able to build rapport. This couple, they were different from me. They were from a different generation from me. We're opposite on everything, right? So what did I do? I was complimenting the house on how well taken care of the house was. I didn't keep that to myself. No, I'm complimenting the house as I'm walking through with it because this house, the condition is immaculate, and I really mean that. So I knew I could make it, the numbers work, because of I came in here budgeting and doing the whole house for around $60,000 to $70,000. I can spend 30 and get this to full market value in this particular property because they've done so much. The roof is done, HVAC updated, done. The only major things that needs to get done is windows and the bathrooms, but we're gonna get to that. So doing my walkthrough, me complimenting everything, they feel good about themselves, right? Then they started bragging about what they had done in the property, what flooring they changed, when they got the new HVAC unit in, when they did the roof, because they're proud of themselves because they maintained it, you know? And I'm like, I literally thought the property next door to this one is really unkept. And I said, man, I thought when I was in the car, I thought I was in front of the wrong house because I'm like, this is too nice. It's gotta be the one next door. He's like, oh yeah, it is. And it's terrible inside too. So anyway, you know, they feel good about themselves and they're opening up to me, right? Now we got the rapport, we got the trust. So as we're walking around the house, we're doing the numbers. I came over here like, okay, this property will probably get 350. So I probably need to be around 180, you know, to make this price I want to make to get the different options, right? He said, so I told him, I said, hey, listen, originally I was going to come over and offer 180. This house is nice. This house is great. What we can do is 200. He was like, man, it's not going to work. We're at 250 firm. It's a seller's market. And, you know, we can't get a cash buyer. We'll probably just go and list, but we're at 250. And I said, oh, okay, just give me a day or two to think about it, right? So called him back and said, hey, what about meet me at 220? No, can't do 220. What about 225? I can't do that. We're at 250. That's our bottom line. We're not going less. I said, give me a few minutes. Let me see if I can make that work. I'm running numbers. From me running numbers, I'm seeing something. I'm going to show you exactly what I did. I'm seeing something. I see a house. This is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath. With a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath property, what you want to do is, with that is you want to look for other 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. So I found one and it was smaller than this and it got about 412,000 and this one is bigger. And I said, whoa, I said, wait, we're in a different ballgame. That 250 might work, okay? Called them back, we got in the contract, right? I reached out to one of my hedge fund contacts and I actually teach this to my students on how to do this. I teach them how to run the same exact play. Reached out to one of my hedge fund contacts, see what they would pay, estimate, right? They estimate they were paying like around 330, right? And I'm like, okay, if this needs about 30K in work for me to get to that 412. But so they did all the windows. It needs windows, bathrooms, paint, update the kitchen. You can probably get in and out on 30 or a little less. So I said, all right, well, I'm gonna estimate that they're gonna knock off 30, right? And they come in at right 300, is their final offer. I said, I still got room, I'm good to go. I get it for 250. So the owners wanted a quick closing, no problem. I lined up some money to close on the deal, all right? So now I'm the owner. I own this property. So they got everything out. So now what I did was I reached out to another fund. They said, hey, we're at 334 after fees. You're net about 325. We just need to look at it. We sent them out here to come look at it. We're waiting for their final numbers. I'm at 250. I owe the hard money lender 3 points for using his money. 3 points is 1% of the loan, okay? So 1% of 250 is 2,500. So I owe the lender 257,500, okay, is my payoff as of right now. And I don't have to make a payment yet, especially if I can close before that first payment comes up, okay? So that saves me on the cost of money, all right? Now, I'm waiting for them to give me their hard figure after their inspection. I have another fund lined up for, let me see what day is that, Monday or Tuesday this week coming up, that they want to do a virtual walkthrough, right? But I'm able to do this. The reason why I'm able to do this is because of the information I have, and I actually teach this to my students, and I have the money connections, what I also teach to my students. Because with my students, I don't only teach wholesaling, okay? No, I teach wholesaling and owning property as a landlord, okay? So I want you to make a bunch of money over here, and then I want you to have somewhere to park that money. I want you to use other people's money with getting renters and using creative financing strategies. So now this is where I'm at, right? But this part, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna break down exactly how I examine these numbers and exactly what I did to know that 250 was a good offer and this can potentially get 412. Okay, well, now what we're about to do is about to evaluate this deal and break it down so I can show you exactly why I closed on this deal. I use a tool, it's called PropStream. I like it. I remember when I first got started, you had to get cash buyer leads from a realtor who had access to the MLS, and they will pull it, but we no longer live in that time. We have a cheaper solution and get the same data that the MLS has, and that tool is called PropStream. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put my affiliate link on the screen, DoruData.com. Also, I'm gonna put my link in the description. So that way, if you're interested in getting started in your journey, this is a great tool to have. I use it every day in my real estate career. So I'm hoping you have much success with it as I do. All right, so let's break this deal down. I put the property line address, I put the property in already, right? And so as you see, it's a whole bunch of activity going around there. Pretty much the whole city is hot. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to put comparables, okay? From comparables, I am going to look to see what we have here, right? So mine is a 3, 2.5, 1,994 square feet. That's what's on the city card, but actually it does have 4 bedrooms, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type over here where it says bedroom, make sure I put 4 because mine has 4 bedrooms and not 3, okay? And remember, I'm at 1,900 square feet. So I want to look at something with a 4 and see what's going on. Now remember, my cost base is, I bought it for $250 with my loan. I'm in about $257,500. I can get that house ready with $30K or less. The house is in great, immaculate condition, but let's see what we have here, right? All right, this one sold. Let's take a look at 7318 Middlebury Place, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Google 7318. Okay, came right up for me. Okay, all right, pretty nice. Okay, pretty nice. Let me look at that kitchen. Okay, they did a good job. They did a good job. Shows very well. That looks like, bear with me, some old subway tile that was probably painted white. You can get that done white. But overall, this is a pretty good job, right? So, not knocking that. And things are selling. You don't have to go overboard. But go down. And what I'm looking for, I want to see this 4-bedroom got 374. It was on the market for 10 days. You see that? This one got 340. Look at number 13, right? When did this happen? This happened in March. This got 414, okay? 414, okay? 1,700 square feet. It was in the market for 4 days. Just 4 days, right? So I want to see what's going on with that. I have that one, right? So you see they have the pictures, and sometimes you can catch the pictures. In this case, we cannot capture the pictures. Again, sometimes you can catch them, sometimes you don't. But when Google's your friend. So I'm going to Google the address. These are the pictures of the property. Now, this one, they went all out. They did this joint up. So if I were to put the 30K in it, right? What will happen is I would probably can push 415. This is 1,700 square feet. I'm at 1,990. So I'll be in the 4 range somewhere. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. But this one is what I needed to see, right? Newer vanity. They got carpet in the bedroom, so they didn't overspend. This is updated subway tile, right? See, they did the whole tile. You see that this is updated. This is what's in style. This particular tile on the floor. So they pretty much like redid the whole. They did the whole joint all out. So I'm using this comp, right? And I'm getting it for $250. So I said to myself, hey, since I'm getting this for $250, what I'm going to do is I am going to take it down and maybe sell it to a hedge fund, right? And do you have to close on it and sell it to a hedge fund? No. But the sellers wanted their money fast, and I knew I was going to have people in and out, and I knew the spread was there, right? So before closing, I reached out to a hedge fund, and again, I teach my students this to see what was the preliminary that they'll give me, right? And the preliminary, based off of 42.5, was 330, and they base it off these numbers. So I'm like, okay, well, worst case scenario, if they said, hey, we have to take off $30,000 for repairs, I still walk away. I'm getting at $250. I still walk away with like $50,000, right? So I'm like, $50,000 not to do any work. It's not a bad look. So I told you guys, I got one offer at like $335 from a fund. We got some more that we're going to shop the deal too. But yes. So I used this. This is when I said, wait, $250. If this got 415 and closed at 415, then I'm looking at the 400 range after I'm done, because that house has real hardwood floors. The hardwood floors are in immaculate condition. Just one room needs to be refinished. I can update the kitchen. I can get all new windows in that property. Update the kitchen, update the bathrooms, $30K or less, whereas somewhere between 25 and 30. The roof is new, HVAC is new, most important things. So I know that I can go to the market. I can't get the bigger check, but the market's hot. I want to take advantage of this seller's market. If I can make 50K plus without doing any work, I'm going to do that. But comment below and let me know, would you just take a quick, let's say 40 to 75 piece, 40 to 75 without doing any work, or would you do the work and try to go for the bigger check? And for those who never been on this side of the business, let me tell you, sometimes dealing with contractors can be a headache. Sometimes they can be good, and the people who have the process dialed in, more power to you. But believe me, there's a lot of people on the internet and in real life that think they have the process dialed in, and then the contractor does something he has no business doing and holding them up. So that contractor is that variable to success. So this is what made me say, all right, let me go see what the hedge fund are paying me as is. I submitted the pictures and everything to them. So they have the pictures and all that. And I'm like, oh, okay, all right. Let me close on this, get them out the way, and then I'll do what I need to do. And they can rent out the property or whatever the case may be. So this is how I did my formula. I just basically used PropStream. Again, DoruData.com, free 7-day trial. Now, you've seen how I ran the numbers, right? And I also do this. I ran the numbers and I did some research, and I also do this to my students, and I have a video breaking this down, the advanced strategies section of the Doru Squad. And you can get more information about that at DoruSquad.com, okay? DoruSquad.com. All right, just check out this house, right? Check out the different rooms in this property, man. Just look, how clean and nice this is, bro. Like, in only one of the rooms, I probably have to get the floors refinished, which was the room we were just in, the living room. But other than that, the house is immaculate. This is literally a cosmetic rehab. So a cosmetic rehab, that's all this is, all right? You just gotta do some things easier in the eye. Of course, new windows, get rid of the blinds. 2 bathrooms need to get remodeled, updating the kitchen, all new light fixtures. I can get in and out of this house under 30K. That's a lipstick job today. That's not bad at all, especially in Charlotte, whereas a lot of guys have to do extra, either popping off the roof, doing extensions, going down to the studs, just to make a profit. On this one, this is a nice, easy rehab. But for me, I'm at 257.5. Remember, I put 30,000 into it. That's about 287. I'm gonna make a few hard money payments. Let's say 300,000, but I can sell for 412. Now, remember, there's 6% realtor fees that I would have to pay if I were to list it. So after paying that, let's say I walk away with around, at the closing cost fees, 80K, 80 profit around there, 80K plus and profit, which is excellent, okay? We're looking at like a $24,000 plus commission. So on deals like this, agents, it's not bad being an agent. That agent get 3%, this 3%, but it's like a 24,000 plus type commission on something like this. If I could make a quick 50,000 plus and not do nothing, man, give me that deal all day. So that's what I'm looking at, man. I don't have to deal with the stress of dealing with contractors, managing rehabs and things of that nature. So just give me, the easy money. But comment below. Do you want the easy money, or would you just do the rehab and transform this property and make, the bigger check? What would you do? Because I still have options. Let me know. And I may decide to change my mind, but this is me just breaking down the deal for you guys. I hope this was helpful. Comment below. Let me know if it was helpful. Thank you for getting to the end of the video. Again, check out DoruSquad.com if you're interested in being a student, and watch the video that's next to me. Go watch on that joint. Thanks.